Hey guys, it's Shadow the Rat, and for today's video I will be training with little Olive here, and Olive will be working on learning to fetch an object. In this case I have this little paper ball, but I mainly want to work on getting her to fetch this wiffle ball. And if you haven't seen my two prior training videos with Olive in it, then I would suggest watching those before this one, just because otherwise it will seem like her fetch progress has come out of nowhere. Fetch is one of those tricks where you really have to work up to it over time, so, I can't just show it all in one session unless I'm showing multiple sessions in one video, but, this kind of training series is more focused on just showing each individual session and their progress over time. Okay, so to start, our progress last time was getting her to start jumping over the jump with this little paper, and so I'm going to start by priming this behavior again. I'm going to have her go over the jump a few times and reward her. And priming is just when you kind of practice a behavior a few times in order to make it more fresh in their mind and make them more likely to do it because they have practiced it most recently. Anyways, let's go ahead and start using the paper here. I'm going to make it really easy to start. Okay, there we go. So you can see she's jumped over it, no problem. Now, if you saw the prior training video, this might look like a lot of progress. And the thing is, I haven't practiced at all. The nice thing about a lot of tricks is that if you end on a good note when they're making progress, and then you give them a day or two in between, then they will actually make more progress with that trick in a way. And what I mean by that is that they will kind of internalize the concept, and so they'll be able to take it further. So last time she was having trouble figuring out how to get the little crinkled ball over the jump. She wasn't really internalizing that the jump was the goal yet, but now you can see that she's having no problem with that, so that is absolutely great. Now we're going to switch over to the ball here, and I think she's going to get it pretty easily. Okay, so you can see she had no problem with the ball there. This is an object she hasn't worked with before, and the thing here is that she's just really good at picking up most objects. And I'm pretty excited that she's having an easy time with it, because the wiffle ball can be a bit difficult. That's actually why I waited until now to use it, because when you have a task that they already know, like jumping over a jump with an object, then introducing another object is a lot easier because they know exactly what you want them to do with it, even if the object is new. Okay, so she's doing really good here. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in another aspect of Flyball, which is this little thing right here. Basically, I just rest the ball on it, and I have the rat go to it, and then they bring it back like that. So Olive just showed it off like she's known it her whole life. She hasn't. This is very new for her, but she's just doing an absolutely amazing job. Okay. And it's not perfect, but it works pretty well. Okay, can you go get it, Olive? Go get the ball. Nope. And sometimes you do need to reward in between because they don't realize the ball is there. I like using the ball as kind of a target for this trick, so they have to go to the ball and then grab it and come back. That is the whole point of Flyball. But in this case, where she hasn't quite internalized it yet, it's a little bit more difficult for her. So there she goes. Come here, you ready? Go get it. Good job. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a second jump. And this can make it a little bit more difficult because, well, there is a second jump now. So she has to figure out how to get it over two jumps. So I'm going to reward right there. And then when she comes over here, whoops. Yeah, and that can happen sometimes. So I'm going to move it around. Nope. Click it over here. Nope. There you go. So one thing I probably should have done is worked with this jump first. She has learned how to jump over it as a agility obstacle, but she hasn't learned how to jump over it as a thing to jump over with a ball. So one thing you'll find with rats is they're very specific with when they're doing a trick. If you teach it with one object, even if you have another object that's very similar to it, they'll have difficulty at first applying the behavior they learned with the first object to the second one, just because it's very difficult for a lot of animals to generalize tasks until they have experience doing so, which is what we're teaching Olive right now. So you can see that was a bit of a hiccup, but she quickly got over it, and now we are making progress once again. And she's showing amazing progress. I tell you, it's really awesome training these girls. They just pick up things so quickly. I kind of feel bad doing a training video like this with them because I swear they make it look so much easier than it's been with some of my other rats. But that's the thing, like I said in prior videos, it's very difficult to make a training session video series with rats that are new to training because a lot of times it just has a little bit of a learning curve and you will have to work through some issues. And on the other hand, if you have rats like these girls who are doing really, really well with training, well, then it makes it look like they are, you know, not really needing training, although they very much do. So, you know, it's just kind of a trade-off here. But like I said, they're just doing a really good job. Oh my gosh, Olive, why are you so good? And the thing here is I want her to jump over both. So you noticed before she missed one and I didn't reward that. If she had been having trouble with, you know, jumping over either of them, then I would have gone ahead and rewarded that anyhow because I would want to encourage her to keep trying. But in this case, she is very eager. So having her jump over both is not really a problem right now. And I just want to try and get her accuracy up. Oh my gosh. What is that, huh? What did you do? There you go. There you go. It's a little bit more difficult when we're close like this. Usually I'd give them a little bit more room, but I'm trying to record in a certain space, which can make it more difficult. There you go. Okay, so she pretty much has fetch down. I mean, you teach Flyball, you pretty much have fetch down. That's just how it goes. Wow, she's doing really good. Okay, can you just stop there for a second so I can put the ball over there? Okay. Can you do it, Olive? Are you going to go do it? Are you going to go get the ball? No? No, she got to clean herself now. Come on, yogurt on my paws. You get it? Good job. Good job. So you see, as soon as possible, I try to also fade out my hand, which means I don't want to be luring her over the jumps. And I'm also trying to put it out here before she stops eating because I don't want her to just be relying on the cue of me putting the ball there. I want her to actually go over both jumps and then get it and then come back as the full trick. Good job! You're such a good little foofball. Oh, good job. Good job. There you go. And by the way, I'm using plain yogurt as a treat right now. And, well, I just like to use yogurt as a treat because it's pretty healthy, at least healthy enough to be a treat. And on top of that, it's something the rats really enjoy. Actually, when I started training them, they weren't huge fans of it, but they have just kind of developed a taste for it because they keep being rewarded for it and working for it. And so over time, it's gained some more value to them than it used to have. Good job. Oh my gosh, I have someone in my blanket digging around. I think it's Sugar. A little crazy Sugar. Okay, we'll have Olive do it one more time, and then I'll just switch to seeing if she can just fetch it regularly. And then after that, we will probably be done. Oh, I saw you, Sugar. I saw you. Can you go? Can you go? Good job. Good job. Okay, so she did a really good job. She's pretty much mastered this. She is just making me look so good. Thank you, Olive. I can't take credit for how fast she learns stuff. She's just a really awesome little rat at learning these things. Okay, so, hi, Sugar. I see. Oh, you want some yogurt? There you go. Sugar is a shy rat. She doesn't want me to touch her. She would rather not be touched. Okay, so that was pretty good. Okay, yep, Sugar actually knows how to fetch too. So she's kind of like, hey, what about me? But yeah, that was pretty good. So Olive clearly has got this down. She's figured out fetch. She's figured out Flyball pretty much. So that was a very successful session. I really wasn't expecting it to go that well, but you know, if you get something good like that, then just work with it. And of course, when we run into issues, I'm always happy to work with the rats and kind of get them to a place where they understand what I want them to do. And yeah, that's just it. Training is all about communication, so when they figure out what you want, things get a lot easier. I feel like the more you train and the more tricks they get down, they definitely pick up things a lot quicker after that. You can see in Olive's case, she was actually pretty reluctant to grab objects before when we were trying to work on fetch, and that was just because she didn't know what I wanted her to do with it. But now that she knows, and she knows it's an active trick, she is just a huge fan. And when rats learn a trick for the first time, they often get really excited about it too, which is awesome. That's one of the reasons I know they really like doing it, because they'll get so excited and try to repeat it over and over, which is adorable. So I just think it's really cool to see that with the babies. They are just so excited to do any trick we learn, which is a lot of fun to see. Okay, so I am pretty much done here. I'll have Olive fetch the ball one more time, and then I'll have her spin, and then we'll be done. Oh, I got it on her nose. Sorry about that, Olive. You're so cute. You know that? She's so adorable. And next time we will start working on teaching her how to play basketball. Oh, she knew what I was going to ask for before I even did. Good job. You still have it on your nose, you cute little noof. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye.